watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on? What? Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Pat you down though, pal.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess should I tell it again?
Oh, yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Okay, bear with me a second. I have to fix Sean's camera angle. Hi, everybody. It is Monday. Oh, yeah. Yep. See, I don't even have you on. Let's see. Let me try that one. Nope. Try this one. Oh, I think it's that one. Say hi, Sean.
Check.
That's the one.
Here I am. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Hi, everybody. It's the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. Happy Monday to you. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody's well. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show, we're coming at you live. I'll fix you, Sean. Don't move.
Okay.
Don't move. I got you.
I'm like, I'm totally out of focus.
I'm doing this as we speak this second. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Good to see you all. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Wherever you're watching, we ask that you share the link. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. And let's see, I'm still working on it. Sean is here. Jeff is here, of course. Hope everybody great weekend. Jeff rocking the tank top. The tank top. I had a brain fart there. Showing off all of his tats there, looking all studly.
You know, he's making sure you got tickets to the gun show.
Yeah. not with these pistols.
Good answer.
Somebody call it, these pythons are sick.
And Sean's rocking the Hendrix shirt, which is
trying, yes,
which is awesome.
You know.
All right, let's get right into this. Sean is on the Circling the Drain podcast that you can catch every Wednesday night here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. And you have this thing where you stand.
Yes, I do.
What's that? Yeah, what's that
Well,
about?
I was told as a child that my brains are in my ass and I can't think when I'm sitting down, so I have to be standing at all times. So when I initially started doing the podcast with them, I was standing up. And one time, it always was Ira, who's the head of the show, was always, he's fine with it. Do your thing. We're just recording. We weren't even video at that point. And then one time it was like, sit down. Let's see what happens. And instantly my attitude changes. I'm not popping and moving and shaking like I normally do. I become the cool guy. And I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah, totally. That's awesome. Hey, whatever, this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. Instead of being like, hey, that's really cool. There we go. This, that, and whatever. So it is a total difference. Like, I could do this for about 20 minutes and just be here, and then all of a sudden sit down, and it's like my evil twin just popped up. It's the weirdest thing.
You guys have done that here.
Yes.
And I witnessed it myself. It's like, you did. You're energetic and animated. You sat down and you just
moving and shaking,
like
and and I still do my thing with no problem, but it's just a completely different atmosphere, which is so strange.
It is strange.
I don't get it. I can't understand it. I wish I knew, but even I'm an enigma to myself.
Yeah, so even today he walks in, he's like, I think I need to stand. I'm like, hey, man, that's cool. Whatever you need to do.
I mean, this is how I approach my podcast. It is, we're a bowl in a china shop where the kids at the Thanksgiving Day table, however you want to place it, it's fine. But yeah, like I'm always standing, I'm always moving, I'm always shaking, and that's that, whatever. But, you can bring it either way. Doesn't matter.
So those guys were...
Yes.
They were doing the podcast already, or you?
No.
Right, okay.
So Ira and I went to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting back in, 2006.
Okay.
And we started.
That's where you met.
That's where we met. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He started his own podcast because he, in the same veins as Stern and O&A and all that, and he wanted that kind of morning show, which is exactly what it turned into. But he wanted his own morning show, so he recruited a cast of people, and he grabbed me randomly because he knew I knew a lot about movies, and he wanted a review guy.
Oh, all right.
Grabbed his own funny man, had a weather, whatever. Had about 3 or 4 people from the class, including me, but I was only supposed to be spot on. So the first thing they make me do is review Brokeback Mountain was in theaters.
Oh, okay.
So they had me review it. No, I could be able to do that. I was like, sure, no problem. I got this, whatever. So I go to the movies because I got to go see this, and I get up to the counter, and I instantly go, shit, Inside Man's playing in 20 minutes. I go see Inside Man, and I bullshitted the entire review. I read a few reviews, and I put my own little words in it, and I gave a couple of well, this was cool. I was impressed by that, and whatever. And I ran through the whole thing, and after the show was over, they're like, wow, that was great. How did you really liked it? I was like, guys, I didn't even go see the movie. I saw something else. And they're like, holy shit, really? So then,
fantastic.
About, I don't know, maybe about a month later, he calls me, and he goes, I need you to do another movie review. Sure, no problem. Basic Instinct 2 was this one. So I actually went and saw it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Reviewed it, this, that, and the third. So we go through, and I was like, all right, guys, well, that's me. I'm out. See you later. And he was like, no, stick around for the rest of the show. So I did, and I was just talking, just cracking jokes and doing my thing. And when the show was over, Iris said to me, he goes, you're really good. I'd like to have you on occasionally. And his funny man was like, no, let's bring him on every day, every show. He should be here, whatever. And then he started falling off, had stuff to do, couldn't make shows. I kept popping up and bringing the thunder. And the guy was kicked, and I was kept. So, you know. Yeah, so.
Wow.
And that was 2000, like I said, 2006. So, yeah, we've been doing this forever. I mean, yeah. We've, this Wednesday will be our 100th show here. It'll be the 200 and something version of the show of the Circling the Drain podcast.
Right.
But we also have about 7 or 8 years of like public access, cable access, satellite radio, AM radio. Like, you know, we've been doing this shit since the early 2010s, really.
Wow,
like, yeah, we've been doing it. Like, they say you become a professional after 1,000 hours. I become a professional like 3 times over at this point. Like, it's ridiculous.
If only we get paid like professionals.
Oh, God. If somebody was giving me money to do this, forget it. It would be amazing. But, yeah, that's basically like kind of where we started and where we've come from. And, yeah, we're just hitting it. And when somebody says, oh, you can't do it in this studio anymore, we're like, all right, well, there's a studio down the block. We're going to do it for another 5 years.
Yeah,
Let's
you guys
go,
were literally, you know, across the street.
Yeah, we got booted like a few years, a while back.
When they booted everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I still don't understand.
I have no.
That was
that's a whole can of worms. I have no idea. I'm not even getting involved in that one.
So, well, let's do this then.
Sure.
You movie reviewer. Did you see Superman yet?
Not yet, no.
I hated it.
Did you?
You saw it, right?
Really?
I saw it, and I hated it.
Okay.
And I won't get into it because you know, spoilers and all that good stuff. I'll give people time to see it, but I'm just going to say one thing about it, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't care.
Right.
To me, this just sums up how stupid this movie was. Lois Lane flying a spaceship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like, at all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, from, like, little clips, seeing in the trailer, like, bringing in crypto, okay, fine. You want to bring the kids in, whatever. The one scene that I saw where I was like, oh, man, that's awesome, is, like, where Superman punches somebody in the face, dislodges teeth, and the teeth bounce off the camera. I was like, I need to see this at least once.
All right,
Just
I'll
for
give you that. There were some cool effects, some cool camera angles, but I'm also not, I've kind of had enough of the CGI.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, I want to see the, you know, real stunts. I want to see
Practical
real
effects.
actors.
Yeah.
You know, like, to me, this is like the equivalent of watching a cartoon.
Absolutely.
CGI. Like,
yeah.
So between all these movies, DC and Marvel,
Uh-huh.
like, all right, I've had enough of the CGI and watching Superman do stuff, do CGI. I want to see stunts. I want to see real
You gotta
thing.
watch
like,
Mission Impossible then, because Tom Cruise does all his own stunts.
well, right, maybe I should. I've never seen any of them.
Neither have I, actually.
But maybe
I've
I
always
should.
heard
You're
good
right.
things.
Are they good?
Well, actually, I saw the first one, I think, all the way through once with a couple of my friends, and then I saw the one where he fought Superman, going back to Superman, when Henry Cavill was in, like, the last one or the one before that, where he had the whole controversy where he couldn't shave his mustache, so it was all jacked up in the DC movie and all that.
Right, yes.
Because he was the big bad or whoever in Mission Impossible, and tiny little Tom Cruise beat the shit out of him, which is, I don't even know, but, you know, totally, why not? But
true.
Yeah, I definitely do want to see. I will see Superman at least once. I like the Tom Snyder, Zack Snyder version. I did dig Henry Cavill as Superman and all that.
I liked him as Superman, but the movies themselves I thought were bad.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I didn't like them at all. This would be I didn't like this one, but I will say it's probably the best one since Superman 2 with Christopher Reeve. Because even his 3 and 4, and is there a fifth, or at least 4?
It was 4 of them.
Four of them.
Yeah.
3 and 4 were bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say 3 is an awful movie. However, if you look at it where the movie should have been titled Superman's an Asshole, that movie's amazing. Because Superman literally causes an ecological disaster to get laid. Like, straight up and down. Like, some tart is just like, oh, if you ruin the environment, I'll hit that. And Superman brings her up top after he ruins the world and kills millions and thousands of people. And he's like, then it cuts to black. Like, you know what's going on. Like, really?
Yeah, but as guys, I think every guy in the world would be like, oh, he's getting some.
Well,
cool,
yeah,
Superman.
yeah.
You can
At the
kill
same
me.
time.
I got you.
Yeah, totally. I get it.
I mean, the things we all do for that little piece of skin.
That's true. That is true.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Nobody.
I'll ask, well, all right. Well, what's the worst thing you've ever done for?
Oh man,
you've never done anything bad to somebody for a little piece of skin?
No, I don't think so.
Wants to prove a point. against other people who were interested in female. I used all of my evil ways to, coerce her into dating me. And then, I was
Only
like,
to find out the
yeah,
truth.
I was like 22. That was stupid. I hated it. If I ran into her again, I'd be like, yeah, that was a total mistake. But on the guy side of things, yeah, I totally, used my ways and showed all these dudes like, yeah, that's how a man does it. At 22. Fuck it, I know.
Yeah, at 22, we're all
seriously.
stupid. So, yeah, we got to pass on that.
Yeah.
Let's see, reading some comments. Good morning, Mickey. Good morning, John. Andrew Fremder. Quick, somebody get this guy some Adderall.
Yeah.
What? Give Jeff back his tattoos. What does that mean? You have your tattoos.
Give Jeff back his... Wait.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I got a few, but I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's what he's saying. You
Yeah, it's
stole
possible.
But Jeff is fully tatted.
Yeah, yeah.
And were you out this weekend? You look like you got some sun.
Just in the backyard.
Oh, just hanging?
Just chilling.
Barbecuing?
Yeah. I mostly barbecue during the summer,
Well, right.
Somebody's got to,
Somebody's got to barbecue?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those burgers ain't going to flip themselves.
Let's see. It has nothing to do with a spaceship. James Gunn ruins everything, says.
Oh, boy. Wow. Okay.
Fighting words right there.
I mean, guy did really well with Guardians, sort of, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't like an amazing, but it was okay.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, going back to what you were saying about stunts and stuff like that, like when you used to see stunts back in the day and you would think, holy shit, that guy probably died. Like, we know for a fact no one's dying when this is happening, but I want to see somebody run a car off a cliff and then slam
Absolutely.
it.
That's the beauty of filmmaking, in my opinion, is how they make that stuff happen.
Right.
How they blow a guy up, how they throw him off a cliff.
Hell yeah.
Do you remember? I remember when we were kids. You remember they were filming when the Incredible Hulk, when it was a TV series with Lou Ferrigno. Mm-hmm. You remember when they filmed an episode of New York City and it was like all over the news?
No, I don't.
Because Lou Ferrigno's dressed as the Hulk and they're filming a scene on the streets of New York City and he's running through the city and you see people turn around. I remember being on that was big news back then.
Yeah.
Now they wouldn't even bother filming that. It would all be CGI of the Hulk running through and I don't know. It does bother me and I don't know. I didn't enjoy this movie, but I can't really talk about it because it just came out.
Yeah, it is pretty fresh, and people hate spoilers.
Yeah, so I'll give it a week or so, and then we'll have to do this again. But all right, but also this weekend was yesterday, I believe it was the 40th anniversary of Live Aid.
It was.
Was it really?
Is that
it
crazy?
Certainly was.
You're how old are you?
I'm 45.
45.
Yeah.
All right, so
I was 5 when that happened.
Yeah.
However,
any memory? No memory.
No, not a damn thing. Like okay, I have a vague remembrance of a party taking place that day. However, it could have been for some other big 80s blowout. Like, it could have been Hands Across America for all I knew. Like, I was very young. But what they were doing, what they actually did yesterday on the Live Aid YouTube channel, they played the entire thing.
Oh,
they started,
wow.
Yeah, they set it up in sections. They had it in 10 sections that they premiered to the point where they started at like the time that it started in England and went the whole day, and they premiered them as they went. So
cuts.
you could literally sit down at 4 a.m. yesterday morning, throw on YouTube, and run it all the way to 11 o'clock last night.
That's
and
cool.
I started with part 1 at about 10 o'clock yesterday morning, and ran the damn thing until I think by the time I finished part 10, it was about 1:30 in the morning.
So you did the whole thing?
I did the whole thing.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I let the whole thing run. I was doing laundry. I was making dinner. I was doing all this other house shit or whatever. But the weird thing was, because I'm a little younger, and that wasn't exactly like, I know the songs, but I don't know the artists.
Okay.
So there was a lot of like the first handful of bands that came up. It was a lot of like shoegaze bands and stuff like that. So and everybody got like 3-4 songs. So they'd play 3 songs that everybody knew back in '85.
Right.
But then when they got the hit, I was like, oh shit, it's Ballet Spandau Ballet or whatever the fuck you call them. That band, yeah. But exactly.
I hate that damn song.
And the only other really cool part about that, and I always heard it, and I always thought it was fake, was the fact that Phil Collins played twice.
Right.
Yeah.
At both concerts.
Yep. Hopped his ass on the Concorde, flew all the way around the world, played the same two damn songs because that's all he knew how to play on piano.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not all the way around the world. It's only 3,000.
Well,
only.
Yeah.
California. If you
I mean,
true.
Now that's an easy stone throw, but you go back to 1985. You know how much that probably cost for him to pull that stunt?
Yeah.
Shit.
And to this day, Jimmy Page still blames him for ruining Zeppelin's set because he jumped in on drums for Zeppelin.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he did his set in England and then played with Sting in England. Flew here, did the same two songs, sat in with Clapton and Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Page still says that because he didn't really know the tunes.
Right.
But he sat in anyway. And I don't. But Zeppelin kind of sucked. But it was still cool to see them.
Sure.
And, what are your memories of that? Because I have plenty of memories of that day.
I watched
It was a Saturday.
That day. Yeah. I watched a lot, man.
But that's cool though, because the DVDs and stuff, they didn't. It's not the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
you only got specifics. Like that was the first time I actually saw the entire Queen's entire set.
Right.
Only realizing yesterday that they played twice. Well, technically.
Right.
Because Brian May and Freddie Mercury came out later that night and did two acoustic songs. So it was like, totally. It was just, it was something I'd always heard about, but there was never really. Like Woodstock was always cool because you had the Woodstock movie, and then you had all these different documentaries. And now I've found countless books. I've read 4 of them now. It's retarded, but anyway. So you get all that backstory, but with Live Aid, you really got less than shit. The only thing we ever really saw was Freddie Mercury getting the crowd running. Okay, great. What else did they play?
All right. Well, let me ask you this then, since you just saw it. And this is the first time you
Brand spanker. Yep.
So do you think Queen was the highlight of the?
Yeah, getting the crowd going as far as this, they had a set that was totally locked in. It was really just from front to back, they did their thing, and I understand why that's the only thing anybody ever talks about when they talk about Live Aid. I thought Bowie was good, and then there was one other one that Sade threw me for a freaking loop with that 3-song set. I was just like, holy shit, wow. She owned that crowd of 200,000 or however many people were there. But, it was nuts.
Oh, that's an interesting. I'd probably consider it for another hour talking about Live Aid before I'd even think of her.
Oh, yeah. And I wouldn't have even known she was there had I not watched the entire damn thing yesterday.
And you knew who she was?
I do, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have a very eclectic musical taste.
Right. That I knew about you.
As a child, I tried my hardest to learn how to play guitar. I have no musical talent. So I decided I would just fill my brain with musical knowledge. And I realized that it's a very easy way to talk to people and to any type of people is to be in their type of music. If somebody, you could have nothing to do with anybody. Like one person, you and I could not have anything in common. All of a sudden you find out I like Metallica. It's one of your favorite bands on the planet. We just became friends.
Right.
That's it. Because we talk about what's your first show? I saw this song was good. This album sucks, whatever.
Right,
and you can totally get involved with somebody based around music. And so I just kind of got in there and really just soaked it up.
So what memories you have of that day? Anything good? Or what was your favorite?
I think Queen too. Yeah.
I looking at.
But there was so much.
Oh, there was a lot. I remember that day like it was yesterday.
It was a beautiful day out.
It was a beautiful day out.
Yep.
And I remember because I was like you probably were. I was out there delivering my news days.
Yep.
So I remember rushing it, and of course, Mr. Lucky gave me
extra route
to do. So fuck, I want to get back home. But then too, we're talking 1985. One TV in the house.
Yeah.
And I remember too thinking, I'm going to get home and either Frank will have the TV or my mother will have the TV, and I won't be able to watch this damn thing. Which we didn't even have cable, so it was on I think Channel 5.
I remember.
Only until a certain point, and then Dick Clark on ABC had a highlight special that night or something.
Oh, wow.
So I was catching bits and pieces all day long, flipping the channels, moving the rabbit ears, trying to watch this damn thing. But we just had the farewell show with Ozzy and Sabbath.
Yeah.
People don't really seem to talk about it, that Sabbath reunited on for Live Aid.
All of them.
And it was great. It was all of them, right?
I saw a couple of bits of it.
Right.
Somebody was actually live streaming on TikTok. So I caught about 10 minutes of the last 10 minutes of the show basically. The show was over, complete.
Yeah.
And I thought it was freaking awesome, man.
Oh, you're talking about the farewell show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
I caught the last 10 minutes.
There's a
of
lot
that
of it
on
on
the farewell
YouTube.
show. Oh, yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
it's there.
A lot of-
happened to catch
what
it
a
that
great
night
show,
on
yeah.
A lot of
live
it
feed.
started popping up like the day after, and then
Yeah.
further down the line, especially like people's like Facebook reels and stuff. Like,
Yep.
because I had heard that like at one point. Jason Momoa got all crazy because Pantera was playing and he dove in the crowd.
Dove into the crowd,
I
yeah.
saw everybody's videos of it. Like this one dude singing Walk and Momoa was right behind him bopping his head. I'm like, that's
Crazy.
insane.
You
seeing that
That's
big
insane.
motherfucker coming at you
Holy
going,
Jesus.
"Oh, shit,
yeah.
They basically started he started a big mosh pit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you see it. He jumps right into the audience. He's running through. People like starting to follow him, and they just eventually he starts running in circles. Next thing you know, there's a big mosh pit,
I don't
and
want
he's in
him
the middle of
around.
it.
Banging into
Yeah.
me. Oh, my God.
I think I would
Yeah.
jump on his shoulders.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
my God.
piggyback hold.
And that's
Crazy.
happened. That's actually happened a few times over the years. Like he just got that hosting spot of Black Sabbath's last tour to get everybody going because that's somebody that everybody knows.
Right.
But there have also been pictures of like I was in the crowd yesterday to see Metallica play, and look who's standing behind me 3 rows. Momoa is just standing in the crowd, but he's 8 feet 2, so he's towering over everybody. So somebody snaps a little selfie, and like you just saw this dude in like crowds of like shows, just acting like a normal person. He just
That's
happens
cool,
to be an
man.
actor,
Right.
Like
Which is the
that's-
way it should be.
Hell
really.
yeah, totally.
That's very cool. I wish when I saw McCartney in '93, I think it was, Giant Stadium. Fucking Eddie Murphy's right behind me.
Oh, wow.
really?
And these days when I see people take selfies,
Sure.
like you're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
I always think about that. Man, if we only had cell phones in 1993,
Right,
yeah.
just would have been like, bam.
Uh-huh.
He probably would have smacked me. But yeah. All right, let's see here. From the Guardians of the Galaxy was a great movie, but keep the funny in that movie and stop turning superhero movies into comedies. Yeah, which they definitely tried to. Fremda, did you see the Superman? You probably did. And yeah, they definitely tried to make this. Superman was always lighthearted.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that too much, but some of the gags in this thing were hacky, man. It really made me mad. Let's not forget about the Zeppelin Floyd cover band, Roger Waters' Plant. Queen's #1 single, Another One Bites the Pillow. Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. Live Aid was Freddie Mercury's best work, says John Rusiello. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I thought they were one of the better ones. The Who, I thought it was a
Who was
big
good.
deal. Yeah, I thought they were great,
good,
and
yeah.
that was a big deal back then because the Who, that was their first time playing after their first breakup.
After that
Oh,
first
okay.
farewell
So
tour.
you never thought you'd see them again, and then you had
Right.
no idea that they'd do 105 reunion
Yeah.
tours. So that was a big deal. Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young played
Yeah.
That was cool.
first
yeah.
time in a long time.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else was there. Who else caught you?
Trying to think.
I'm trying to remember who else was
yeah,
there.
Yeah,
Elton
yeah,
John's
yeah.
set wasn't bad.
Elton John was up
Yeah.
there. He wasn't bad. Yeah. He
Petty's.
was,
Oh well, it was a big deal too that McCartney played because that was his first time live in like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
almost.
and he
Oh,
was
wow.
9 or 10 years.
pretty much the headliner in England too.
Right.
It was,
And then they had in the original
Yeah.
when they were showing it on TV. So tell me if it was different here.
Mm-hmm.
There were audio problems.
oh.
And they can hear them at the stadium, but the television feed didn't have them.
No, I think they changed. I think they
fixed it
fixed all
for
of that
that?
up. Yeah, because pretty much everything. Yeah, there was no technical difficulties or visual changes or
Okay.
anything like
Yeah.
that. But what was weird was like, and this may have happened during the fact, but other bands played pre-recorded shows beforehand in like smaller venues. Like In
Right.
Excess put on a show like 2 days
Yes.
beforehand, and they recorded it, and then they played it in between when two bands needed a little bit more time for like a set change.
Right.
Yeah, to do the
Yeah.
setup and everything. But that was the only band out of, I would say, the 5 or 6 times they did it who was singing in English. Because the next band was Loudness, which was like a Japanese
wow.
metal band.
Yeah.
So they did like 2 songs.
Holy
then
shit, I
after
forgot
that,
about that band.
after that, it was like some German band, no idea. And then it was like 2 other bands, and I didn't even place the music, the language. So like I did speed through a little bit of it. I'm not gonna lie and be like, I don't know. Click. All right, we're back to the big show. Let's go.
I do remember Prince recorded one song just by himself on an acoustic, and they played it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what song it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember seeing that part. But then again, like I said, I was still like tooling around doing stuff, so it could have happened as I was out of the room, checking the dryer or whatever. But
the other thing with McCartney too, he's playing "Let It Be," and Geldof, Bowie, Townsend, and I forget who the last person. It was a girl. They walk out and they start singing the chorus with him.
Oh wow!
So there was rumors of Harrison and Starr showing up. So when Paul's playing "Let It Be" and the crowd sees people coming out, they just assume. So the place goes ballistic.
Yeah.
Only to turn out it's not the Beatles. But I remember that.
So they were like, "Yeah!" Oh,
Oh, it's only Townsend and Bowie.
Man.
Damn it!
It's only David Bowie and half of the Who. Son of a bitch.
But no, what always struck me about Live Aid, like there's no, like Woodstock '99 had the fires, and you watch any festival now, and you'll see a girl lift her top. There's nothing like that at this show.
No.
Like it was, it was almost like a family show. Like I don't even remember any of the acts. Like fuck off. Like there was nothing.
I think a lot of the problem with it too, though, was because it was put on by Bob Geldof. And now Bob Geldof didn't even have half those bands signed when he announced them.
Right.
That's how Queen got on Live Aid, was he went on, he did a press conference and was like, "Oh yeah, Queen's going to play. They're going to tear it down." And they're like, we are? Oh shit, I guess we got to play or else it'll be bad luck because it's for a famine. So they actually did play, but I think it was because of him that had put it on. I think had anybody else have put it on and not had that kind of stature, I guess, amongst like that crowd, like for some reason everybody like just followed his lead, and it was like, okay, I'm not a fan of the Boomtown Rats. You were okay in The Wall, but what else did you really do? Like, then again, I was 5 years old, so what the hell do I know? But I think if anybody else had put it together and like tried to like really like hammer it down, like Ozzy would have been way more whacked. He would have been cursing at the crowd and shit. Like he didn't even curse at the crowd.
Right,
That
that's
dude's
what I'm
like
saying.
he like sentenced together.
And that was in the heart of his craziness.
Oh yeah. Like I'm sure he didn't even know he was there. Like yeah.
Or even David Crosby too. He was still doing smack and whatever else he was doing. And he does not sound good at that concert.
They sounded okay.
Right.
They sounded okay.
And I back then, because we were 15?
15.
Yeah. So back then, like a lot of new bands I didn't enjoy, like Duran Duran. Like I can appreciate some of their tunes now, but back then I'm like, all the girls are screaming at them and they're wearing makeup. I'm like, So I don't remember what song it was, but Simon Le Bon, he squeaks as he's singing some song. And I remember it like it was yesterday, laughing at the TV, like, yes, he sucks, yes. But that's the stupid shit I remember. The Circle in the Drain podcast is watching.
Woo!
That Boomtown Rats power, he says.
Oh God.
So if
enough out of you.
If I see Circle in the Drain, that's Ira?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that should
Very
be
nice.
Yeah.
Hello, Ira.
Yeah. What's going on?
Queen on Live Aid. Well, I guess that explains it. What? Queen on Live Aid. Well, I guess that explains
Queen on Live Aid. Is that a different type of sports drink? Live Aid? Keeps you live? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Don't know.
Yeah. I don't
We
know
missed that one, Fender.
Yeah.
Romeo says Madonna was good. All right, she was okay back then.
She was hot back then.
She was really hot back then.
She's an old Italian-looking grandmother now.
Yeah.
Oh, the surgeries are insane, man.
terrible.
She looks like a snake.
Oh,
She's totally pulled back.
you're being too nice to the snake,
Yeah,
man.
that too, yeah.
Oh,
She was standing next to me on a jet bridge getting off an airplane, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, so this was recent.
Yeah, it was right before the awards, the Grammys. She came in town for. It was like right after, and she's standing there, and she was like a little old Italian grandmother.
Right.
Really?
And I'm like,
what was?
It's terrible.
I have a friend whose name will not be said. He saw Madonna right across the parking lot here. What was it, Uncle Sam's or Spit? One was the Rock Club.
Uncle Sam's was in the front. Spit was in the back.
Right, but
Spit was the Rock Club.
Spit was the Rock Club. So Uncle Sam's, he saw her at. Obviously, she wasn't big.
Right.
But but got her after.
There you go. Hey,
That's
all right.
what he told me anyway, but I have no reason to doubt it.
I've seen interviews with her, and she approaches that like a dude. She is DTF. She will bang everybody. Like
No
she
kidding.
does, and she will talk about it too. Like
God
she's
bless
like
her.
she's like I like to bang. I banged everybody. I didn't care if
Dolly Parton was the same way until before she got married.
Right.
Yeah. She loved her husband, was dedicated to him,
Yeah,
but before she got married, and Bonnie Raitt too.
Right.
Which
the Go-Go's were like that too.
Go-Go's were like that.
Totally.
Right, they had that infamous video.
Hell yeah,
right?
yeah, totally. Why can't a bunch of chicks treat a bunch of dudes like a piece of meat? Why not?
Yeah.
Let me be that piece of meat. Come on.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, the Go-Go's, they made a video.
Yeah.
Back then of them like
No
doing
kidding.
drugs, and I don't think you see them.
No, but they bring a couple of fans backstage
Yeah.
and literally treat them like crap.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, totally. Am I going to get a blowjob before the night's over? Because I'll take it. Like, yeah, these dudes do not give a shit, but they're like, yeah, totally. But they are literally just like, get on your knees, you little whore.
Yep.
And like the dudes are like, this is great. Like, yeah.
Yep.
So
I once saw an interview with Bonnie Raitt where the interviewer said, "What's the first thing you do when you get home after a tour?" I mean, she didn't miss a beat. She goes,
Right.
"Get laid."
Hey, there you go. Totally. Yeah.
I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when they inducted Linda Ronstadt, and Bonnie Raitt came out and sang "Blue Bayou."
Oh, okay.
One of the sexiest things I've ever seen in my
Really?
life. Oh my
Okay.
God, that was holy crap! Yeah, she sang "Blue Bayou." Sheryl Crow came out and sang "You're No Good." Carrie Underwood came out and sang something. Oh, different drum maybe.
Okay.
Stevie Nicks came out and sang "It's So Easy." I mean,
Oh,
this
wow.
is like
Right.
my whole fantasy.
Sure.
Just all
Yeah,
lined up.
yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
Who accessed my spank bank before the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because they're all here. Damn it.
From this is Dolly Parton. Those legs. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Those legs. Dolly Parton probably hasn't seen her legs in a very long time.
It's true, because she's got those legs and that really nice set of teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Ira says Mick Jagger with Tina Turner was amazing at Live Aid.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
goes
man,
up to her.
think
They're singing "State of Shock."
Right.
And he goes up to her. He freaking tears her skirt off.
Hey.
And she does. She's like, "Ah," and she runs off stage and gets it fixed. Yeah, it's fantastic. And Hall & Oates were
boy.
backing them up.
Oh, wow.
They were the backing band. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was. Wow, all this stuff is coming back.
Yeah,
I was thinking
yeah,
about it.
totally.
Oh man.
Ira. The Go-Go's didn't do anything because their lips were sealed.
Oh, God.
See, it's
Yeah.
comments like that.
There it is.
Well,
Yep.
I will just stop reading your comments.
See, and the funny thing is with our show, that comment would have come through, and then we would have rounded the circle of dad jokes until somebody lost, and then we would continue. Because that's just how we work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of which, you contacted me. You said you wanted to come on the show. You wanted, and you also said you wanted to promote your show. Did you mean Circling the Drain? Or
Yeah.
is it,
No.
okay.
I
didn't know if
just
there
mean
was something else.
no. I don't do shit else aside from stand here in this position on Wednesday afternoons and talk like this. So yeah, for anybody who's listening and watching me do my crazy, we do this every Wednesday, and we are called the Circling the Drain podcast. And the reason why it's called the Circling the Drain podcast is just like I was saying before with the stupid freaking dad joke. We will always circle back and cut that stupid freaking dad joke. However, that stupid freaking dad joke could be laid down 20 minutes from now. Somebody will circle back and catch that stupid freaking dad joke again because we constantly circle back to where we're going. And that's just the way it is.
And people think that's genius when you
they do
the
They
callback
do.
like that.
They love it. They love it. All 10s of 15s of our listeners. It's incredible.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's amazing.
One issue I have with your show,
Sure.
you currently do not have a female voice.
Yeah, well, she...
bad.
Yeah, it is. Our current female voice decided to become an adult and have a kid and become a mom and all that, and we appreciate it, and more power to her. We love her
Absolutely.
to death.
It's wonderful.
And hope she comes back. We'll see if it happens. We are always on the outlook, so if any female listeners have a damn crazy sense of humor and want to get involved with a bunch of weirdos on a Wednesday afternoon, let us know. But yeah, we got us three just banging and clanging at the moment, but we're always looking for other people, and sometimes people show up and they fit, sometimes people show up and it don't work. It's just the way of the world.
Banging and clanging.
Yeah.
I have never heard that.
I've heard hanging and banging.
What's that?
I've heard hanging and banging.
Hanging and
but not
banging.
Well,
banging
I've
and
heard banging and clanging from like people that go to the gym. Like baby banging and clanging. I just, whatever words come out to fit what I want to say is just how it,
It's
how
a
it
roid
folds.
thing.
Yeah, because you can tell. You can tell how many roids I'm on, you know? Yeah.
All right, well, so we've been doing movies and music, but sticking with movies, I'm very excited because we're just 2 weeks away from The Naked Gun.
Yes.
I cannot wait. The Naked Gun is my favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
I hope it's good.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. When I heard it was coming, I'm like, oh, what are they doing? Don't do it. Stop it. But the trailer, I like it.
Yeah,
I like the
yeah.
trailer. You haven't seen it yet?
No.
Oh, it's great.
It's Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, which I didn't know she was in until I saw the trailer.
retirement?
Yeah.
What's that?
They're bringing Pam out of retirement.
I guess so, yeah. And it looks funny. I was pleasantly surprised
Yeah.
what I saw.
Yeah.
So my hopes are up.
I'm definitely glad it's not a complete reboot, and it's a soft reboot, sort of sequel kind of thing.
Right.
And
He's playing the original guy's son.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kinda
he's
cool.
Leslie Nielsen's son,
Right.
and if anybody,
Jr.
yeah, exactly. And for a while, had you told me Liam Neeson was going to play this character, I'd be like, can he do comedy? But then I saw the Lego Movie, and he was he was the cop who was like two-faced, like, he was good cop, bad cop, and he wrecked the shit in that movie. That movie was funny as hell.
Well, and
I
that's-
cannot wait to see him do this.
But that's the beauty of the Naked Gun and Airplane. Like they were using all these guys who are known for heavy dramas.
Right.
Coming in, I mean, Leslie Nielsen totally kicked ass in Airplane, which is why they
Yeah.
grabbed him. A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with sick people in it.
But we can't talk about that now. Love that shit.
Well, that's
But,
you got to
boy.
appreciate their acting style. They're very
Right.
diverse in their talent.
Yeah.
And
What
it's
they
fun
can
to
play.
watch the bloopers too, because then
Oh, God, yeah.
they're laughing their asses
Yeah.
off once they get through it. So that's the beauty of bringing Liam Neeson in,
Yeah.
because same thing. He's such a powerful drama or action
dramatic actor
guy.
that, with a good
this
sense of
works.
humor that can pull it off.
Right.
It should be good.
There's one scene in the trailer that really cracked me up. So it's all the cops are lined up and they're standing in front of a bunch of photos that are on a wall, kind of like the hallway here. And Liam Neeson's in front of Leslie Nielsen, and he's, "Oh, Dad, I miss you." And then Leslie Nielsen's partner, George Kennedy, was the actor.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a guy, "I miss you, Dad," and he's crying. Then they show OJ's picture, and then they show a guy that you figure is his son. He's standing there looking, and he looks at the camera, and he goes, "No," just like that.
Yeah.
Fucking
That'd
laughed
be
my-
cool if they had Kato Kaelin in front of them. That would have been awesome.
It was so funny. I was dying.
They should have consulted with me on that. I would have told
Yeah,
you,
true.
use Kato for that part.
Iris says, can't wait to see Nordberg Jr.
Yeah, Nordberg. That's
Right,
what it
that was OJ's
Right,
character,
Yeah,
right.
that was his character.
So, but
my God.
I saw that, I was like, and it won me over.
Yeah,
Like, this is
absolutely.
That is funny.
Certain
Yeah, that's funny.
certain comedy movies, like the trailer could run the whole time, and you're like, oh, okay, this is kind of funny, and then you get that one joke where you're like, no, I have to see it.
Right,
There's that one.
that's it.
There's that one right there.
Do you remember? So again, going too young for you, but
Sure.
The Naked Gun actually started as a TV show. It was called Police Squad.
Oh, Police Squad, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was only
Yep.
it didn't even make a full season. They canceled
No.
it.
Yeah.
Never
In
watched
fact-
it, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, I loved it. They would have they would have the opening credits, right? And it had all the stars, whoever was on the show. But then it would be special guest star, and there was one with William Shatner, and so whoever the guest star was, they would save him for last, show them, but they always died right then and there. So they weren't even on the rest of the half-hour show.
Oh, that's great.
And the Shatner one always cracked me up. He's with a girl. They're on he's on a date, and he's all suave, and like all these guys come from all different directions, and he's just like like it's nothing, right? He kills them all, and then he turns back to the lady and looks at her, takes a drink, chokes on a drink, and dies. It's just it was him. Florence Henderson was a guest once.
Good.
And I looked it up this morning. There was a weird fact. John Belushi actually did one of those.
Oh, wow.
But they never showed it because because during, like I said, the show didn't even last a season. They canceled it. But during that short run was when he died. So they were
damn.
like, we can't show this.
Yeah.
So yeah, he filmed one of those
because
cameos.
He's gonna die right in the beginning.
Yeah, a little too soon on that one.
Right.
Way too soon.
So they never showed it.
That's crazy. I had seen Police Squad slightly. I think it was when the second Naked Gun movie came out. That summer they were showing Police Squad on Nick at Night.
Oh,
and I
okay.
had caught like 2 or 3 episodes and cried while watching it. It was so funny.
Me too.
And then all of a sudden, it just, without anything, like I guess the movie's out of theaters, so they're like, oh, that's done with that. They never spoke another word of it.
Right.
And I had no idea what it was. So I was like, what was this TV show with Leslie Nielsen? And then years later, all of a sudden with the internet and I figured it out. I was like, oh, yeah, that was gold.
They made so few of them that back when DVDs were the way to watch your stuff, they released the whole series.
Right.
I bought it. Mm-hmm. It's on one DVD.
Yeah.
It's not even like a box set.
Nothing.
It's one DVD. They used to do this thing. You remember, the old TV shows like the final scene would like freeze frame and then they show all the credits.
Mm-hmm.
They would do that on Police Squad, but it wasn't an actual freeze frame. It was the actors. They
just stopped.
So all of a sudden you would see like somebody would drop something, or just one person would walk through, or you see them like this, like waiting for it to end.
Or somebody takes a deep breath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such stupid stuff, man. That's my humor.
But just
I used
lands.
to laugh
Just
my
lands.
ass off, man.
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson is going to be in the Naked Gun. There'll be more than... What?
There'll be more up than just your hopes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was having a stroke there. I couldn't read that. Yes. Yes.
But your hopes would only be that high if you're into granny porn. I mean, at this point, she's not. She's still decent, but
How old
she's
is she?
like.
Anybody know?
Well, she's got to be older than I am, and yeah.
I'm thinking she's around our age. That's why I'm like.
Maybe a couple of years older.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 58.
Whoa, 58.
Hey, there you go, on the nose.
She just turned 58 2 weeks ago. Yeah. July 1st.
Had she had a kid at like in her early 20s, though, she could definitely have grandkids right now. So, granny porn.
But yeah, wow, that's weird to think granny porn is our
It
age
is.
group.
Yeah. Well, hey, MILF porn is now mine, which is a trip, but at this point.
Well, and I'll tell you, to me, she still looks fantastic.
Oh, sure.
So I'm all right with that.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I got nostalgia goggles on a little bit, but other than that, it's fine.
Wow, very nice. All right, what else we got? Oh, okay. I didn't know what time it was. Let's. Oh, so you mentioned the Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
Yes.
Was that place a freaking scam or what?
No, I don't think. Well,
not on the radio.
When I
they used to always have those commercials.
Yeah. The place is defunct now. I think it doesn't even exist anymore. However, when I had gone there, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. You learned everything from radio and television, like everything from like working in the studio behind to operating cameras to doing all that. I didn't want to do anything that had to do with TV, so I just jackassed my way through the entire thing and just did well at it. But I just wanted to do this. Like I wanted to be on the radio. And so, they taught everything, and like to a T, like you got out of that school, you could fall right into a studio and be able to operate everything.
No kidding.
Now, that was 2006.
Yeah.
How they were in like 2017, right before they got, bankrupt, right. I have no idea. I heard horror stories from other people years after me, but when I was there, it was still fairly tight, and I feel like the money was worth it. So it was just, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was cool.
Did they help with job placement, or did you find were you able to find work in radio at some point, or no?
No. What happened was
it was worth every penny.
Basically, yeah. Well, I paid a shit ton of money to be able to do this, where everybody else just falls in and they're like, "Hey, look at me, I'm a podcaster." It's like, great, good for you.
Yeah.
So where did I go after that? I wound up interning at BAB for 6 months, and just did everything. And literally, they were like, "You're really good at this, but we don't have a spot, and your time is up. So it's been fun, but take off." And I was like, "All right, see you later."
What does that mean? Your time is up?
You got 6 months. So you
after 6 months, you couldn't be an intern anymore?
No, because they technically have to hire new interns.
Oh.
So yeah, they can't just take like 3 people that they really like and just say, "Oh, you're an intern. You're gonna do shit work for us for the next 20 years.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll give you $1."
Okay.
But they just have to or that was how it was at that point.
Wow.
So I had just gotten pushed from there, And living out here, and really like the only access at that point was trucking back and forth to Manhattan,
Right.
and I was broke. I couldn't even afford to do that. So I was like, well, this was fun, whatever. At least I did something. And then I started working with Ira, and shit just started rolling, and we've never
Okay.
made $1 off of this, but we've been having fun for the past 18 years.
Right,
So,
exactly.
but we've just been doing it that way. And,
wow.
but yeah, as I was saying, to go all the way back to the original question, yes, the school was very informative when I went there.
I'm trying to remember because I went there for some. They did like a showcase for people that were thinking about signing up.
Yeah,
and I was not impressed.
Yeah,
like the equipment was a little outdated.
Right.
They even handed out. I'll never forget this. They handed out. I think it was like 2 or 3 pages of pictures.
Right.
Of graduates who went on to do something in radio. Mm-hmm. Like every single one of these pictures, none of them was past 1980.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Well, a lot of people get frustrated with it too.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that with a lot of people that we went to school with, is everybody goes in there, especially at that point in time.
Yeah.
Everybody who went in there who was going for radio thought they were going to be the next Stern. Like instantly. They were like, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to find a show. It's going to be crazy and I'm going to rule the world. No, you're not.
Right.
But so
people today are still trying.
They're still trying to do that.
Intimidation.
Imitation.
What the hell is going on here? Okay.
It's Monday.
Yeah, true.
But it was. So they get in there, they get everything done, if they get through it, because it was very demanding and stuff like that. So they get in there, they get through it, and after the fact, you have to hustle. You have to be your own person.
Right.
They will tell you, this place is looking for interns. This place is looking for this, whatever.
Yeah.
But you literally have to go in, intern, start making friends with everybody, and then build your own connections. And do whatever you have to do, or get involved with a group of people that you go to school with and put something together.
Right.
We're the two of us, Ira and I, because I believe Steve went to CSB as well, but he wasn't in our class. But Ira and I are probably the only 2 people that are still doing anything out of our class, because everybody else just I think maybe 1 or 2 people actually did progress, and they're off in the field doing something completely different because radio is not where it's at or where it used to be.
Right.
But they're working, and a lot of the stuff they learned in class, they got to get in there and get it done.
All right, that counts. Yeah,
Literally, we're the only 2 that are still on the mic weekly trying to do something, and it's just
Who's the biggest dick at BAB?
JP.
I knew that was going to be the answer. That's exactly why I asked.
Roger's a nice guy. JP's an asshole.
Roger's a really nice guy.
I heard that about him.
Roger's a good dude.
Yes,
and
he
this is even years ago. And I actually ran into somebody who was like, I had found out that they interned at BAB. I go, oh, you did? And I asked him the same question. He goes, God, JP is such a dick. I go, yeah, I told you. No, actually, I didn't tell you. I'm agreeing with you. But yeah, he's.
I met Roger about 30 years ago and was a super nice guy.
Yeah.
JP, I never never even thought he was that
think
funny.
his shit doesn't stink?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Basically, from what I heard, that dude was an intern at BAB, and he interned for Roger.
Yeah.
And Roger liked him so much that he was like, hey, hop on my show, which is what everybody wants, but nobody ever gets.
Right.
So this dude landed this, so all of a sudden, he cruises around on his high horse, ducking, the overpasses and shit, and that's his life.
Right.
So, good for him.
He interned with Buckman, too, Bob Buckman.
Oh, okay.
Who is, you remember Bob Buckman?
Yeah.
He's actually doing this show with me and Frank sometime in August.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I'm really looking forward to.
That's cool.
I loved Bob Buckman. But, JP actually, when I first started in here, JP would hang around sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And he seemed all right.
Yeah.
We seemed to be getting along. But only to find out, and I don't know if I should even talk about this, but screw it.
Yeah.
He was only hanging around because he wanted to check this out.
Oh.
Called the FCC on us.
What a
we didn't have FCC requirements.
Regulated.
Yeah. So our defense was, well, we're not a radio station.
Right.
We're not, and that worked. They were like, okay, sorry,
exactly.
never mind.
Sorry about that.
But me, we're like, oh,
yeah,
and,
for real.
And he must have known that they were coming or something because he hasn't come back since. He doesn't hang around the club
Sounds
anymore.
about right.
Nothing.
Sounds about right.
So up yours there, JP.
What a dick.
Yeah, I was pissed because he was in here a lot, not on the air. A few times on the air, but most of the time just hanging out. And I was like, Like I really thought we were becoming friends.
Sure. Yeah.
And it turned out.
God, I'm so glad to know that I'm not the only one that thinks he's a jackass.
What happened? So let me get that knife for you.
Oh. This is a new shirt, so I thought there was a tag or something.
No.
It really is the first time I'm wearing it. So I thought there was
I just got this shirt.
I know.
Damn it!
Fucking drooled already. So I was just curious because I was not impressed with the Connecticut School broadcast.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got this? I wanted to ask you too. Did you see ELO? We're all over the place with music and movies.
Yeah.
ELO, they're on their farewell tour. They had to cancel the last two shows, but the second to last show. They didn't announce it until 15 minutes before showtime.
Oh, God.
So basically everybody's there.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Which really sucks. I mean, if the guy's sick, he's sick. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way or not. People are there. It's 15 minutes.
Right.
Like, what do you? I mean, there's been times, I know plenty of bands come out. They'll do a song or two. Like, sorry, I'm just not feeling good. My throat is shot, and they leave. But
I mean, was the opening band even substantial enough to be like, can we get these guys back out for a second set?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know.
I don't think you had an opening band.
There was no opening.
That sucks.
Because I saw him last year.
I don't recall one night when I saw him at the Garden.
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah, there was. I saw him at the Garden last year.
Then I didn't go see the opener if there was one.
The opener. Oh, that's right. You know what? I remember we talked about this. You went the night after me, and I said to you, skip the opener.
Oh,
is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay.
The only interesting fact about the opening band, the lead guy was Talia Shire's son.
Yes.
Not what's his name? Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that's Talia Shire.
That's right. Yeah.
Her son is what's the actor's name? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I can't place the name though. I'm terrible at names.
Jason Schwartzman.
Oh, okay.
That's Talia Schwartz, as you just heard from Jeff. Talia Shire was Adrian from Rocky.
So Jason Schwartzman band opened for
ELO?
Right.
No, that's what I'm trying to specify.
Right, right.
Jason Schwartzman is her son. This was another son.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because he does have a band as well.
Does he?
He's the drummer in a band called Phantom Planet. They came out about 20 some odd years ago, and I know they they literally got popular because he was in the band. He had just been in a few low budget movies and shit like that. And they had one. I think they came out with one album, like a music video that was on MTV, and they did half a tour or something like that. But
Keanu Reeves, nobody knows that band.
Dog Star.
He's in
Dog
it.
Star, totally. Yeah. I have a weird obsession with Keanu Reeves for some reason. He's like one of my heroes as a child. So I know.
One of the nicest people.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
I've heard that. Yeah,
he is dynamite.
That dude's on the short list of people I'd love to meet. Yeah, that's awesome.
Totally chill.
Really?
Nice guy. Yeah, he'll sit there and talk with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. But so it was another one of her sons.
Oh, okay.
And they were. So that's, I remember telling you, don't bother.
Okay.
But I do remember Jeff Lynne, he was frail. And I remember thinking, oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
He hasn't even been playing guitar in these last few dates.
Goodness.
He's just been standing there on the mic, which is sad.
Another traveling Wilbury. Damn it.
There's definitely something about that band.
They're falling off. Yeah, is he the last one?
Him and Dylan.
Right, Dylan's still okay. Yeah, how is Dylan still alive? But Dylan's still alive. Yes,
exactly.
Totally,
You'd think he would be one of the first to go.
Knock on wood. I don't want to be the guy that killed Bob Dylan. Shit.
Well, yeah. People know you. That's for sure.
Right? Yeah, for real.
Fremder says the biggest dick at BAB is Joe Rock.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I
have a weird story with Joe Rock. First off,
yes.
Talking about the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, he actually, when I went to this introduction thing, he actually he was like the keynote speaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which I thought was weird. But
a lot of the teachers.
What's that?
Did he go there?
Maybe he did. I don't even remember.
A lot of the teachers are also in the business.
Right.
So, you'll have legit, I can't say have, the shit's gone, but you had legitimate radio DJs coming in, showing you how to do stuff, and then being like, oh, well, I won't be here next week because I got a drive time show or whatever. And you were getting hands on with these people, so I could see why he would have been in there.
And then I met him a few years ago. I don't remember where it was. Probably a Del Judas show, one of those Billy Joel related things. Somebody introduced me to him, and he knew who he knew who I was. He knew I had this, and he said he knew of me through Frank.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay,
wow, okay.
Yeah, I thought that was very weird. But Fremder says Joe Rock is a dick. Okay.
Okay.
He's also got a band. and I can't, forgive me, I don't remember the name of the band, but that's right. So Fremder saying JP was always cool with him. That's right. I forgot. You interned there too, right, Fremder?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He interned for 6 months and he worked there for 6 years.
Oh, damn. Wow. Okay.
Oh, okay. I got a funny story at BAB. When I was filling up the van with gas, I forgot the pump was still in as I pulled away and ripped it right out of the ground.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
I've heard that about you, forgetting to pull out. But
Hey.
Wow, the one day when I have a string of serious comments. Yeah, I'm not that. Maybe that's why I'm having trouble reading them, because they're not your usual craziness. But yeah, looking forward to having Bob Buckman do the show with us. All right, so you mentioned you have a short list of people you'd love to meet. Keanu Reeves. Who else?
Keanu Reeves is up there. Sammy Hagar is definitely one of them.
Oh, I've met Sammy twice.
Yeah, it's awesome.
3 times.
That's awesome. Holy shit.
Such a nice man.
Insane. I'm sure he is.
Such a good dude.
Yeah, Red is one of the greatest books I've ever read.
Yes.
No pun intended. Is that a pun? I don't know. But if it is, there it is.
Red is one of the greatest books I've ever read.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's play on words.
It was such a great biography.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't even know why, but some of the parts of that book, the way he wrote it, I felt like I was in 90-degree Mexico. Like, it was straight up, like, just perfect.
You really felt like you can almost hear his voice reading it to you.
Yeah.
And you felt like you're just hanging out listening to him tell you stories about his life.
And I don't know how 100% true it is, but according to Sammy Hagar, they are the reason for green M&Ms on riders, was because their stage setup was so big that it needed to be walked. So that was actually a line in their rider. The stage needs to be walked to make sure it's perfect and nobody will get hurt. Right underneath, we need 3 bowls of green M&Ms. If they had the green M&Ms in the studio in the dressing room, they knew the stage was walked. If they didn't have M&Ms, they put it on pause, made sure somebody went out and walked that shit.
That shows that that they weren't reading it.
Yeah. But Keanu Reeves, Sammy Hagar. Who else? Sadly, most of my heroes are dead. For right now, I got those 2.
Okay.
Yeah, put that on the short of the short list. Yeah.
Another one to Graham Nash's book. I think I was telling you that.
Yeah.
Graham Nash's book is fantastic.
Really?
Loved it.
See,
Loved it.
I can't get into reading
books. I'm not a big book reader either, but those like I'll sit and start them and see where I can go with it.
Yeah.
But those 2, I just breeze right through them. I'm not a big reader either.
My job, because I live in Wantagh, I work out in Hopog, so it's not like dipping back and forth. So I have an hour every day. And I feel like I am wasting my time if I'm sitting on my goddamn phone for an hour every day. So as soon as I started working this job about almost 10 years ago, brought a book, finished the book, read another one, kept going and going. Over the last 8.5 years, I've read close to 200 books.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? What do you take the train? Is that what you're saying?
No. I have an hour for lunch every day and no place to go and nothing to do. So I sit in my car and I read.
You don't have friends that you can have lunch with?
No. I see. I'm a very kind of Jekyll and Hyde kind of person. Like, I'm this way outside of work. Yeah. If I don't keep myself in check, I'm this way at work, and I will never get any work done. So I literally have to just kind of fall into myself and just get my shit done. So, like, so much so that years ago, probably in like 2008, I was working for the Franklin Mint, and I was also working at Borders, and it was the same, the night that the newest Harry Potter book came out. Okay. They had a midnight release party. So, me being me, one, I didn't know jack shit about Harry Potter. Right. Anyway,
that's me.
They were like, we need somebody to host this event. Can you do it? And I go, well, I don't know anything about Harry Potter. They're like, that's fine. We'll set you up with somebody who knows how all about it. All you have to do is keep everybody entertained. I'm like, okay, fine. So I come into work that day, whatever, yada, yada, and everybody starts piling in, and they're like, we don't know if they'll be able to hear you. Here's a bullhorn. And my friend that I work with, they're like, you're giving him a bullhorn? And they're like, yeah, why? He's like, no reason. Good luck, suckers. And that was the rest of the night. Wow. But then cut to Monday, go to my actual job. What'd you do over the weekend? I explained my Friday night, and they go, you hosted an event? You don't talk to anybody. I go, yeah, that's me inside. Catch me outside?
Wow.
Well, different person. So, like, the difference between standing and sitting, outside of work and inside of work, 2 totally different fuckers.
Are you sitting at work?
No.
Oh.
No. Because, I got too much shit to do.
What do you like behind the wheel?
Crazy.
Watch out.
Yeah. Well, I hate everybody when I'm driving, but, outside the wheel, I'm a very nice person, but, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ann is watching from California. Better late than never, Ann.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, everything all right? I'm surprised you're late, but as long as you're okay. All right. Hang on.
John's probably happy.
Now that she's on, he
finally.
was.
I could almost sense he was probably.
Yeah, well, we haven't been getting many comments from John, so that's probably why he's probably
you're right.
waiting for
her. Yeah.
All right. So Ira says, ask Sean about being the Best Buy mascot.
Oh God. Okay.
Does Best Buy have a mascot?
They did until I ruined it. So I've never been into sports. I never wanted to play for the Mets. I always wanted to be Mr. Met. That's just me. I always wanted to be a mascot. I always thought it was the coolest idea ever. So back in 2000, when Best Buy came to Long Island, New York, whatever, they were full tilt with their Midwestern views on how they're going to approach everything. So opening day, they had the actual idea box as, hands and arms and a giant foam core box which was the Best Buy tag. You could see through the black thing. And they were like,
giant box.
Does anybody want to do this?
One might be too.
I could live in there for a while.
Yeah.
No, I'm all right with that. Sorry.
So anybody want to do this? And I fell over myself trying to grab it quickly. So I wound up doing it. Opening day was fine because I got to mess with the customers and run up and down the line. And there was one point I grabbed a whole bunch of CDs and DVDs and videotapes and shit. I waited online. I popped them all on the thing. They rang me up, and then I go like this, and I ran off. I got berated by the cashier later on after it, but the customers thought it was funny, so it was worth it. So anyway, that went off without a hitch. About 2-3 months later, they're having sorry, this is my phone, my watch. About 2-3 months later, they're having this giant store meeting, and they have people coming in from some sort of a society for some type of research or whatever for sick kids. So they have my dumbass in the idea box, and I can't stop moving because I'm 20 years old and I'm dressed as a mascot and yada yada. So I'm literally just kind of bouncing around doing my thing, blah blah blah. And this guy is talking about cancer kids. And this guy, one of the managers, comes over to me and he nudges me and he goes, "Stop moving, asshole. Everybody's laughing at you and these people think they're laughing at them." And I go, "Oh shit, all right, sorry."
Shit.
So I stayed stone still. Show ended. They left. I did whatever. I took the thing off, put it back. I come outside. One of the managers was like, "Yeah, it's the last time you're doing that." I was like, "Damn it, I was so good at it." But yeah, don't go all Bobby socks when people are talking about sick kids because they don't like it. It's not fun. But yeah, so I was a mascot twice so far. So far.
What was the other one?
No, I just haven't gotten there yet.
Just that.
So
Oh,
it's still,
oh, oh.
yeah,
So,
the option
2
is
days at
still
Best Buy.
the option is still open. So yeah.
Explain to me the costume again.
It was when the Best Buy tag, like the
Oh,
yellow tag
yeah,
that
yellow
says
tag,
Best Buy
yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
It was literally a stand-up version of that tag,
Oh,
and you
okay.
put your arms through. You had yellow sleeves and white gloves, and then you had some blue pants or some shit like
Okay.
that with white shoes. But yeah, it was fun as hell because
Was there a name?
No, it was just the the Best Buy idea box, I guess.
okay.
I wasn't allowed to talk or anything like
Right.
that. They're like, "Don't interact with anybody." I'm like, "Okay, don't say shit. That's gonna be impossible, but I can pantomime, sure."
Right.
So yeah, I got to do that twice. That was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would totally do it again.
I was Quacker Jack at a Ducks game once.
That's awesome.
It was
Holy shit,
torture.
I would totally do that.
Torture.
Oh,
Torture.
yeah.
And then I was. They had the Rough Riders soccer.
Yeah.
So Rough Riders, that was a Teddy Roosevelt thing. So they had this big, cartoonish Teddy Roosevelt thing that I did once.
Oh
too.
my God, that's
The
my
Teddy
dream.
Roosevelt. I had to go pee.
Right.
So I walk away from the stadium. I had went to the offices to go pee, and of course the Rough Riders score while I'm peeing. I come out of the bathroom. My boss is berating me,
Right.
screaming at me. And at first I was like, "Sorry, I know, I heard the crowd. Sorry." Just kept going. And I wasn't out in the crowd yet, so I flew that mask off. I got right in his face.
Right.
So how the fuck was I supposed to know we were going to score while I was peeing?
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do?
Right.
What? Give me the alternative.
Yeah.
We went back and forth, then I went back out there. But the Ducks thing, sweat. I don't think I've ever been so hot in my life.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
no, I wouldn't doubt
Did
it.
that one?
Yeah.
I did the Ducks for one game, their very first season.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
6 hours in that thing, sweating. The story I always tell It's funny, but it's awful. It was so hot because I think nowadays when you're doing those types of things, they have fans and cooling systems.
Right.
It's all advanced. But this is 25 years ago. I was so hot in this thing that the eyes fogged up. I couldn't see. I couldn't see for shit. And, you have your handlers and your people dragging you everywhere you got to go. So I don't even, to this day, I don't even know. I mean, because I had, I think, 3 or 4 people. I grabbed one of them. I don't even know who it was, but I grabbed one of them. I said, I can't see. I said, you have to physically lead me because I can't see where I'm going. So they did. They grabbed me by the feather. They're walking me. But I couldn't see. So a little girl comes up to me. She's like patting my leg. Of course, she wants to interact. So I go to look down at her.
Right.
But I didn't have the perception,
Right.
The beak, bam, right on top of the head. She was fine. The girl was fine.
Sure.
Thank goodness. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was in such panic mode. Like the next day, I'm laughing.
Right,
But,
sure,
but at the time, I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!"
man.
It was awful, and they paid a lousy $50 for that.
You know what? For $50, I'd do it.
Yeah?
I would do it. In a
Well, here's
second.
the kicker.
Yeah.
It took me 2 years to get that $50.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I went on my own personal ban of the Long Island Ducks.
Right.
At first it's $50. Who cares?
Yeah.
But then after a while, I was like, no, this is just a principle thing. Like,
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
So I called every day for a year.
Right.
And then after that, I started losing interest, and I would call maybe once a month or something.
Right.
And then sure enough, one day, here comes a check.
Hey.
But until during that year, I was calling every day.
Right.
I refused to go to any games.
Would have been funny if they gave you like a $50 gift card to the gift shop or something. They're like, here's your pay. You can get a jersey and a hat.
I would have taken that
Right?
over waiting 2 years.
Oh,
but,
man.
Yeah, it was. I thought that was kind of dicky.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if it had something to do with Teddy Roosevelt because it was actually the same company. I don't know. I don't know if it's still this way, but it was like some entertainment company.
Right.
Ran all that shit for the Ducks, the mascot, the events, the giveaways.
I'm sure, yeah.
Which I didn't realize. I just thought it was the Ducks had their team of people.
Right.
But it was an outside company, and they also did the Rough Riders. So it was the same
Well,
company.
how does it work in Major League? Does the team actually do it, or is it a company that just
I don't
finances
know.
all of
I
different mascots? and
never
shit?
looked into that. I have
haven't
no
either.
idea.
Yeah, I do a podcast with 2 avid sports fans. I should ask them.
That-
All right.
yeah,
I'll
that's
bring
true.
That up. Yeah, totally.
Or maybe Peter knows.
All right.
Oh, that's true. I can ask Peter Schwartz,
Yeah.
who's on tomorrow. Today is Peter Schwartz's birthday.
Hey,
Oh, happy
birthday, Peter
Happy
Schwartz.
birthday.
Dude, listen, check. Not to change subject, but check this. Ann must live in some crazy ass neighborhood.
All right, well,
You know,
hang on.
she had a house blow up across the street.
Well, right,
Jesus.
right.
Now she's late because she was out being nosy. There was a home invasion down the block from her, and the
no
homeowner shot the robbers, and they were airlifted to the hospital.
Crap.
Wow.
And what the hell is going on in your neighborhood?
Really?
She lives right in the middle of Grand Theft Auto.
Holy
My goodness. Wow.
Yeah, what
Insane.
Yeah, Ann, what do you got?
Sorry, I
Give us
didn't mean
more
to jump ahead
No, it's
there.
cool.
I was just like, wow.
Home invasion robbery down the block. Yeah, okay. Wow. But then Fremder says something too. Scroll up and check out my OJ story.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either, so now I'm working my way back. He's got an OJ story? What? I'm not sure if he had what? Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know.
Fun fact, not even I found out all right, fun fact, not making a joke. I found out my father good friends with the Golden family. Oh, all right. So your father was good friends with the Goldman family in Arizona, meaning Ron Goldman, who OJ killed? I found this out when I ordered a screwdriver heavy on the juice at a wedding we were at. That sounds like a joke.
Oh.
After I ordered the drink, my father elbowed me on the side and said, "Shut your mouth, look who's behind you." I'm not sure if he heard me, but I thought to myself, oh, wow, I can't believe I watched this guy on TV for years. Crazy Norberg kill your son, then walked away.
Oh.
All right, so you're talking about
Yeah,
Ron Goldman's
yeah.
father was at this wedding and he knew your dad. All right. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Wow.
That is kind of crazy. Wow.
Everything is 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, you know? It's just somebody knows somebody.
Huh.
Oh, look at John. Be careful.
Be careful, sweetie.
Be careful, sweetie.
Romeo. Also weird with Fremder. One time,
I still got to call John. John, I owe you a phone call. Don't worry, I'll get to it.
You still haven't called him?
I forgot. I keep my brain.
No, that's actually perfect because John sometimes yells at me that I don't call him quick enough. So this is perfect. You're getting me off the hook.
I am.
So take your time.
I will call him right after the show then.
Take your time. One time, Fremder was going out to Arizona to see the folks, and he called me up. We used to have a guy on the show, is a musician in California, Jackson Gillies is his name. He was on American Idol for like 1 or 2 episodes. And then when he has roots here, so he's been here a couple times playing his tunes. Great musician. But Fremder was going out to Arizona, and he called me. He said, this guy Jackson is right in front of me on the plane. I was like, what? I said, how do you know it's him? He goes, because I've seen him on your show. Like, what are the chances of because it's not like, it's not like you said, 10 viewers, it's not like, but yeah, they were, and I checked with Jackson. Did you just fly to Arizona? He goes, yeah. I was like, son of a bitch. I said, somebody recognized you from the show. But then I yelled at him because that means he was here and he didn't tell me. So, because I would have brought him in. But, yeah. So,
that's funny.
All right. So one thing I like to do with a lot of my guests, I stalk the Facebook.
Oh, boy.
And I look at mutual friends.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw a few names at you.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want. You don't have to say anything at all, whatever. And if you don't remember them, that's cool, too.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you come up with a name, am I allowed to ask you how you know them?
If you want, sure.
Okay, cool.
Nobody's ever done that.
Right,
but of course you can.
As much as I like telling stories, I like other people's stories as well.
Right.
So
let's see.
All right, what do you got?
Steve Mandracina.
No idea.
Okay.
No idea. Just a name.
He's a radio guy.
Okay.
He's been doing a show at Nassau Community College for
Oh, Steve. Yes. No, sorry.
40 years. Easy.
Yeah. No, I know Steve. I used to work with Steve. We worked at Borders together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
he's in here.
Yes, he's in here a few times. Actually, the first time we came in here to meet with you, they were working, and he came out and he was like, "Holy shit, what are you doing here?"
I don't remember that.
What's up, dude? But yes. I used to work with Steve, and I've been in contact with him since the Borders days.
Okay, very nice. Yeah. Good man.
Yeah, just didn't know how his last name was ever pronounced because I've never heard it before. That was the first time. So yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
Carla Okerson.
She was, when we first started here, she was part of the show that followed us with Tim. What's his last name?
Salian.
Yes, that's his last name. See, told you I'm terrible with names, but I could pick somebody out of a lineup.
Joe Winchell.
Joe's best friend and one of my close friends got married a few years ago, and through that, going to parties out east and such, we become friends. And
if there's a party out east, Joe Winchell's there.
He was, yeah, totally.
Yep.
But he's a good dude. Yeah,
great guy.
Haven't seen him in a minute, but we've yet to cross paths in this situation, even though he's a stand-up and I'm a podcaster. But we do what we do.
This next one, you know that I know already. Mo Meltz.
Yes, she was a fill-in on our show, the Circling the Drain podcast, on Wednesday nights. Check it out; it's awesome. So she was a fill-in initially, like just trying to spot it out, and it just didn't gel. It just didn't.
Oh,
didn't
that's
gel.
interesting.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm surprised to hear this. Wow, I had no idea that's why it stopped.
Yeah, I mean, from what I know, we're just stupid dad jokes and silly fucking games and shit. And every once in a while, she wanted to do true crime podcasts and shit. And it was we're not that. That's not us. And it's just so a lot of things that we did, I don't know if maybe she was wow, these guys are a bunch of fucking nerds. I'm not feeling this. And it just kind of just fizzled out.
Oh, okay. Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps, she never ever said a bad word about you guys to me.
No, appreciate it. Totally. And I got nothing against her. It just didn't mesh well.
And I'm surprised because she's dabbled in the, the stand up and she does a lot of improv and stuff. So,
right.
Okay. All right. Well, the last name I have.
Yes.
Ira.
Ira sat right behind me at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting when we both graduated, as I said. So we could circle back like it's my own show. Like I said earlier, we went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting together. We became friends. We've been podcasting forever. Every time he's going to do something fun, whether it be just going out to dinner or going to Disney World, he hits me up and he's like, "Come on, it'll be better with you," and it usually is. So yeah,
He adopted you.
He did. Yeah, yeah. So, a few years ago, I think it was like in 2010, him, his sister, and a bunch of other people were going to Las Vegas, and they were like, well, is there anything we're missing that would bring this to be a more fun vacation? And they're like, yeah, we should bring Sean with us. And they literally brought me to Vegas to up their ante, and no pun intended, but to up their ante at Vegas, and it wound up being a blowout. So, that's how I know Ira. Like,
nice.
We've been thick as thieves since 2006.
You should does he take you he's taking the family to McDonald's and stuff? Do you just
no, I don't get invited on daily outings because you can have your own fun going to McDonald's. However,
no, I got a problem with this. If he's inviting to the vacations, you got to do this right and go full throttle.
Honestly,
you got to go all in. Man.
I mean, honestly though, look at me. Like, am I really hammering Big Macs left and right? I don't think so.
True. I am.
Yeah. So,
all right.
it's just how it's running.
All right, cool. All right, good. I'm still shocked about the Mo thing. All right.
Yeah.
What else we got? All right, so we got about 10 minutes. I was reading an article about the Philadelphia Phillies. We're big Mets fans here, and we hate the Phillies. However, I'm a little. I like this story, but at the same time, I'm not. I'll tell you what's going on. So they have a pitcher named Christopher Sanchez. He's having an amazing year. But did not get voted into the All-Star game. The All-Star game is tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think it is, yeah. He didn't get voted in.
Really?
So, but then sometimes for those of you who don't know, if a player gets voted in, at least in baseball, I don't know if it's at every sport, but in baseball, if you get voted in and then you can't make it or you're hurt or something, there's, they'll have a replacement. They'll get, somebody else.
An understudy.
But I don't know how they bring them in. I don't know if they go by they go back to the vote, look at the votes.
Voting order, maybe?
Or if they're able. And I do believe each team is allowed to pick one or two of their own to send. It used to be. I'm not sure if they still do that. Either way, so this guy wasn't voted in. And then got passed on because somebody, I don't know who wasn't going, but somebody wasn't going, and this guy didn't even get picked as an understudy. So even though Major League Baseball is not recognizing Christopher Sanchez as an all-star, what the Phillies did, because a lot of these guys get bonuses in their contract if they do certain things.
Oh, right, sure.
Including making the all-star team. This guy was going to get another $50,000 in his contract if he made the All-Star team. The Phillies have decided to give it to him anyway.
Oh.
Which I'm thinking that's really kind of cool. It's very nice of them. But then at the same time, it kind of makes me mad. Like, first of all, you're setting a precedent. Now every player is going to want this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just goes back to the same old argument about Major League Baseball, about all the money that is there.
Yeah.
Like this guy isn't making enough money.
Right.
Yeah.
That $50,000 can go to probably 5 hot dog vendors.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Totally.
That's where my mind always goes. Right. So I don't know. I think, wow, that's really cool. They did that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, no, that money should be someplace else.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. What you guys? What?
That money could go to like the whatever.
Homeless.
Yeah, I mean
the Tony Walker Fund.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I got to fund myself. Give it to me. But if you know how they have like, you're gonna run the bases, and this is being brought to you by St. Jude.
Right.
Give that money to St. Jude. Like, who cares? Yeah. Like,
right.
Just. Yeah, give it to the sponsored donation setup. Donate that as well. Put that 50 G's on top for somebody who didn't actually make it, but whatever.
That's what this guy should do, Christopher Sanchez. The next Phillies home game, he should just pick a seat number.
Right. Yeah.
You get 20. You're getting half of this.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think? Are you?
Absolutely.
You with me on this? Yeah.
For real. Ain't nothing dirty about that.
Right. So Ira commented because I mentioned that you should be all in, invited to everything.
Yeah.
Turns out you were invited to a family barbecue last weekend, he says.
I was, yes. Yeah, totally. I didn't make it. I was, listen, just because I'm invited to everything just doesn't mean that I can turn out to every single thing. Sometimes I do have other obligations.
But does it also allow him the right to, like, yell at you and send you to your room if you're getting out of control?
Sure. I mean, I would love to just be sent to my room and not have to do anything or deal with anybody. Like a couple of weeks. Put me on punishment for like a month. I'll take it. I would gladly.
Put the bread in the water through the door once in a while.
Under the door.
I'm gonna go sit in my room and think about what I'd done for a month. I'll be back. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I would be so well rested. That'd be so nice.
What? Fremder says, Ann, I just called Kevin from Home Alone. He's on his way. What does that mean?
Oh, the home invasion. Going to set it up with the the lead pipes and the
nails and the
cans of paint, the micro machines.
All right.
Giant Michael Jordan cutout.
See, this is when I feel good about myself because the fact that I don't understand his jokes is a good thing.
Sure.
So I'm glad you guys speak his language.
So then what does that mean if we get it?
It means you're smarter than me. But
well, jury's still out on that one. I just like to think at least I'm pretty. That's fine, All right.
Somebody doesn't have a mirror. Iris says we only let him out on Wednesdays for the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And I got a face for radio, so suck it. Exactly.
All right, so it's the Circling the Drain podcast every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Occasionally Thursday nights, but
occasionally on a Thursday, sometimes on a Tuesday, but we're always out and about to serve your purposes.
I do have to warn you guys. Let me double check myself here, but I'm pretty sure there's a show in the club this Wednesday.
Right.
Not that it should really matter.
No, that's fine. Just the difference is like people walking past the door, and occasionally like 3 or 4 people just mean mugging, watching.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's like, hey, love an audience.
That's the 16th Wednesday, right? No, but that's not here.
No, it's not here.
So why did I think there was something going on here?
Maybe you just confused it with that one.
Well, it's a separate.
Sorry, it's next Wednesday.
Right.
Wednesday the 23rd. There's a show in the club.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right, but it's the laugh off, so it's all new comedians. They'll be too scared to bug you guys. Okay.
No one bugs us anyway. I mean, there was one time we were doing a show. Somebody came up to the door and they were like, "Can I borrow your couch for a second? I have to look something up." And we're like, "Yeah, sure. Sit in the corner. Fine, whatever." I moved over. I'm talking.
Really?
Yeah, and like. I don't know what he was doing. He was looking up something on a laptop, and then I guess we were being too loud for him because he thought like, "Oh, go in the studio."
Yeah, the microphones and the lights,
we're talking like a bunch of church mice, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
Within like 2 minutes, I looked over and he was gone again. I was like, "Oh, all right. I guess we weren't as cool as we thought we were." Whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Nick Greystone was doing his Primal Scream show on Thursdays, and we were in here once doing the show, and comedian Tony Tabas came walking in. Went down on the couch, took a nap.
Hey, all right.
I was like, what the fuck
is
going on here? But, weird.
Yeah, that used to happen constantly when we used to be able to go into CSB. One of the fringe benefits was you had a lifetime access to the studios, which worked out well until they defunct 3 years ago, and now I can't go anywhere. Anyway, but back in the day, we used to use that as a fallback. So we'd be in a studio, shit would work for about 5-6 months, and be like, well, just go back to CSB. However, so we would go there, and we would start recording, we'd be doing a show, and then some random-ass student who had their file on the printer was just like plow into the room and be like, oh, can I use this? I got to go in here. And we're like, you see the on-air button?
Right.
That means something. What do you do? And so we used to have people dipping back and forth all the time, and it was just you just get used to the chaos. It just happens.
I didn't know they did that. That's a nice perk.
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Because that was the one comfort pillow we had was if we didn't like a studio, if the studio was too expensive, because let me tell you, in 2006, trying to pay for studio time, holy shit.
Yeah. Absolutely right.
We were paying I think $350 an hour for 6 to 7 o'clock on Sunday nights on an AM station back in 2006. Wow. Now any jackass with his cell phone's like, hey everybody, you're all asking me stupid questions. I might as well answer them. And that's how it goes now. But
and that's the downfall.
Yeah, exactly.
Our number, I've talked about it a lot in here. Our numbers were so good prior to COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's when everybody bought cameras and microphones, spent $400, give or take, just do their own setup in the basement. That's right. You did it for but yours was different. You weren't a podcast, and you were a legit radio show.
Yeah.
But our numbers,
it's
plummeted
crazy.
after that.
It's absolutely crazy.
But you guys are the more I'm thinking about it, so you guys are almost like the godfathers, like the forefathers for this whole.
We were doing this before this was a thing.
Right.
Like we were always doing a morning show, and that was always what we referred to it as.
Did you guys have the same issue? Were your numbers better before COVID, or?
No, not really. Download wise, off of like just the sound clips, like just the show as listening to it. Downloadable sites, it's been downloaded very well from what I've heard. I don't know specific numbers. He doesn't give them to me. I don't really care. But we've been downloaded in like 8 or 9 different countries and 40 something out of the 50 states at this point, which is kind of cool because I'm hoping that somebody in other countries are learning to speak English from me, and that would just be amazing because then they're going to talk like this. But so yeah, we've been doing this, and
there's people in Taiwan reading the Prince
exactly.
right now.
Sure, why not? You know, got to learn today. So that was the one thing that we always liked about having CSB as like just a place to land. So if like we got kicked out of a studio, it was too expensive, we couldn't do it, the next thing we would say was, well, we'll just book studio time at CSB, no problem, whatever. Right. And that lasted for years. And then all of a sudden the studio just disappeared, and we were like, shit, what are we going to do? I mean, you can now do it through like Zoom and like conference calls and shit like that. That sounds like crap, and it looks even worse. I hate it. But so, I mean, there are other avenues to do it. But yeah, again, we've been doing this since 2007. Wow. So yeah, it's been a long road.
And you guys, I like the way you do things. You incorporate the internet, like you get like polls done and stuff. But even the show itself, you know, like I'm assuming this was discussed, but you guys just kind of have this thing. Ira's got the iPad, he's got the sound effects, and he puts on that music. Yep. And you guys, okay, that music means we're changing the topic right now, and it's time for another segment.
It's a segue.
It's a very nice, you guys, and I've seen it myself, where you guys have even, you know, back when you first came here and I was working the board, the last week there was too much talking over each other. We got to be careful. Yeah. And I was sitting there, I'm like, I'm impressed with this. Yeah. You guys, you know, set segments, time segments. Right. And you're making sure that everybody's getting their time, but not. Yeah. It's not too much, and that's one thing that drives me nuts here. You know, you get a room full of people, and you get 3 guys all talking at the same time. Mm-hmm. To the viewer, that not a single word is heard. Yep. It's just noise. Yep. So yeah, so I like what you guys do, and it is a fun show. Downloads were better before COVID. Ira says, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. So, yeah, that's Wednesday nights right here on Govs. Circling the Drain. You will see that gentleman right there, Sean Radford. Woo-hoo. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah,
this was fun today. It was nice
to be here.
Finally get you in here.
Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. And thank you as always.
Yeah, you know, and we'll do it again in a week.
Yeah, nice. See you next week.
Or if you get bored, call me and I'll pop in.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm always home.
You know that. Open invite. You know that. Yeah. It's just me and Diane tomorrow if you want to come in. Wednesday. Yeah, thanks for that segue. Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, we have Tony. Do I have his name? Chiafolo. I'm probably not saying that right. Tony Chiafolo is part of what is Lighthouse Theater. Is that what they're called? Lighthouse Repertory Theater Company. They're doing a production of Bronx Tale, the musical version, at the Belmore. What do they call it? It has so many. The Belmore Showplace. It's known as so many different theaters. The Belmore Showplace, August 1st through 10th. They're doing the Bronx Tale musical version. Tony's going to come in and talk about that. Tony is part of Lighthouse. What Lighthouse does is they do productions, but they then give the money to a charity.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing 7 performances of A Bronx Tale at Belmore Showplace between August 1st and 10th. And when they announced this last week, they announced that the money is going to the Nassau County PAL Special Needs Unit, and they tagged the Special Needs Unit in their post. I am the president of the Nassau County PAL Special Needs Unit. We had no idea.
Oh, wow.
Me and our police officer and our administrator were all texting each other like, anybody know about this? Like, no, who are these guys? I have no idea. What's going on?
Right.
I reached out to this gentleman, Tony, and he said when they decided to do A Bronx Tale, they were in touch with Chaz Palminteri, and he insisted that if they're going to do the show, that the proceeds go to a charity that involves children and police.
Oh, okay.
So that led them to us.
Sure.
Yeah, nice.
So Tony's coming in here Wednesday to talk about it, and there is some involvement with Chaz Palminteri. If you're looking at this flyer that we have on the screen right now, it says on August 2nd only there will be a talkback with Chaz Palminteri.
Oh.
I have no idea what a talkback
Probably
is.
going to be a Zoom meeting.
That's what I'm either that or I'm thinking a pre-recorded video or something.
Yeah, they might have him up on like the big screen
Yes.
so everybody can,
That's what I'm thinking.
Q&A in. Like, I don't think he'll be in the building.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's still kind of cool.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Plus, from what I understand, he's doing a pre-recorded audio message before each performance, and supposedly he mentions the special needs unit in his little speech.
Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, we're very excited about this. This came completely out of nowhere. When I spoke to Tony, I thought there would be, I really expected to be like a bomb to drop. Well, if you give us $5,000, we're doing this for you.
Yeah.
It's been nothing like that.
Wow.
So this sounds fantastic, and Tony will be here Wednesday to tell us more about it. So that's
cool.
Wednesday.
Very cool.
And then we also have to promote August 4th, ladies and gentlemen, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast presents live in the Giggle Room, Tony Walker and friends, Joe Pacino, Alec Quinn, and Mike Pacetti. Over there in the Giggle Room. That's going to be a fun night. I'll be hosting, so come join us, please. That'll be fun. And speaking of the clubs, don't forget all the great shows here at Governor's Comedy Clubs. The main stage here in Levittown, the Giggle Room here in Levittown, the Brokerage in Belmore, and McGuire's out in Bohemia. What do we got going on this week? The Long Island Laugh-Off is continuing this week. Jim DeLakis is playing the club Friday here in Levittown, and then he's playing McGuire's on Saturday. Gaspar Randazzo is playing the club on Saturday. In the Giggle Room on Friday, Fat J, Sean Kearns. That's on Friday. Lots of great comedians on there as well. You know Sean Kearns.
Yeah.
That's a great show. That's on Friday. At the Brokerage on Friday, Claire Bowen and Jonathan Jackson for all you General Hospital fans. And then, let's see. So McGuire's on Friday, the Brokerage on Saturday. The one and only Joe DeVito. And we're trying to get Joe in here on Friday with me and Rosie to promote those shows. Joe DeVito has not been in this room in years. One of my former co-hosts pissed him off, and he has not been back in this room since.
Wow.
It's been over 5 years. We're hoping to get Joe back in here. He's a great guy. He's a funny dude. I did. When I see him, he's super nice to me. I see him at the club once in a while. He's a great dude, but I don't know. I don't know if he crosses that doorway that
Bring back
right.
that.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't-
PTSD.
right. And then I'm a little scared for my life.
Yeah.
So
Got to be on your toes.
well, in my case, all 5 of them.
Right, yeah.
So,
sure.
go to govs.com, govs.com. Make some reservations to some great comedy shows. Don't forget here, Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. We can see this show every day at 11. Like I said, Diane will be here tomorrow. Coffee with the Dog at 9 a.m. Let's see, tonight. Oh, Steve Squared tonight at 6:30. Chris Roach tomorrow night. Oh, Peter Schwartz tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Chris Roach tomorrow at 7. And then Hershey and the Keegs tomorrow night at 9. And then, of course, Circling the Drain Wednesdays at 7.
Wednesdays at 7.
And of course, Knock 'em Dead Comedy, knockemdeadcomedy.com. We got some game shows. We got some murder mysteries booked for the fall. So come have, including a date at McGuire's in December. So come have some fun with us. knockemdeadcomedy.com. With that, we are out of here.
Woo!
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
This was a fun one. Thank you, guys.
Totally.
We'll see you. Yeah, the rest of you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
Bicycle.